Good evening and welcome back to the Mustang Resurrection. Today I'm just going to go over a few things I use in the shop here. Some friends of mine said it might be worthy to let everybody know that you don't need a lot of stuff or expensive tools or equipment to rebuild cars. There's three of my welders. Yes, the TIG welder is expensive. There's no doubt about that. No, the average person doesn't have one. That's a Diversion 165. It does what I need it to do. Aluminum, stainless, and regular carbon steel, chrome moly steel. Nice unit, but again, expensive. And two lesser expensive ones. My favorite, the SP100 Lincoln. It's a 110 unit. Pretty much do everything I can with that one. And for heavier projects, I do have a Hobart 220 unit, which I think that's only been used once or maybe twice in the 5 years I've owned it. I had a Hobart 120 before, but I upgraded to the 220 unit. And then custom-made welder stand, stainless steel battery charger. They came from a doctor's office. Yeah, works good. Don't need nothing fancy. And then an old, back in the day, Central Machinery Harbor Freight 16-speed drill press. This thing's been around since 1991. Just like the Lincoln over there. That's a 1991 purchase. Got my acetylene torches. Hiding back in the corners, Lenco spot welder. That does get some use, but not a lot. And then handheld spot welder. I've got two of those, a 110 unit and a 220 unit. Sandblast cabinet. That was built by my cousin. I didn't like the ones that you could buy. It didn't fit my needs, so he built me one. My M-Glow 5 horsepower compressor. All set up. Metalworking toolbox. Anything you need for metalworking is all in that box. And no, the decals are not permanent. They're all a magnetic base, so they can all come off. And then I have my Atlas bandsaw. That thing seeing some use for sure. Had to rebuild it twice. It used a lot. It's a oldie but a goodie, as they say. Got my converted microfiche cabinet, which is filled. Nuts, bolts, washers, grade 2 all the way up to supertanium. Don't ask me where I got that from. Can't tell you. Bench grinders, 3 of them. Ford Rotunda and a 1950s Blue Point. That came from my uncle's shop many, many years ago. That's a good little grinder. Haven't worn it out yet. Got my lathe. There's another Atlas lathe sitting right there. First turning work. My main toolbox, what has every damn thing that you can think of. I've got my fabrication slip roll press. Does all kind of things there. I like that one. Wall of tools for just about everything you can think of. All different types of hammers. Of course, my automotive toolbox for body work is over there, filled full of all the auto body stuff. Cabinets filled full of supplies. My paint cabinets, yeah, they're not secured in the explosion proof, but don't worry about that later. So it's just an overview of the things that I use in my shop. Again, there's nothing fancy here. Sans the TIG welder, probably the most expensive thing I have at this shop anyway. The other shop has 4 more welders, and they're a little more exotic. But for the average person, like I say, these do well. It does a lot of work on here. All this work was done with the SP100. Panels, floor pans, all that was done with the SP100. Did some additional work here the other day. The one section was put in there. Gotta fill that small piece yet. They should have a taller tail up on there to meet the rear panel, but they sure don't. But yeah, that's what you get. And of course, fire extinguishers. Got to have those. Multiple fire extinguishers. Different drill press setups. 90-degree angle setup. Another drill press vise. Like I say, you can accumulate this stuff over years for what I've done in my welding cabinets with all my welding supplies. Yes, I know the rods should be in their airtight container, but, you know, too bad. All kind of crazy stuff. Do a lot of work. Sometimes you don't have a chance to put everything where it gotta belong. But just a overview. Everybody gets started on their own projects. You don't need nothing fancy. Have a good one.